Hi guys, welcome to Karen's Corner. It's ATC time again. And the ATCs I'm gonna make today are so simple that I might make 2, maybe 3. So let's just get started. I have these little cards that are just a little bit smaller than a normal ATC. So this is an ATC. In inches it's 2.5 by 3.5 inch. And that means that it's 6.4 by 8.9 centimeters. In my first ATC video I explain everything about ATCs. So if you want to check that out, I'll have a card over here. And I'll also leave a link in the description box. So this is an ATC, and the cards that I work on are just a little bit smaller than an ATC. So that I can put this one underneath. And that's what I like. It's just what I like. You can also use an ATC this size, the normal ATC size. But I just like to work on cards that are just a little bit smaller. So what I want to do is work with a blending tool. So I do have blending tools that have this size by Tim Holtz, but they're somewhere over there in my boxes that I still need to sort out. So I will find them eventually, but I don't have them now. So I was in town today and I saw this by Joy. I also used it in another video. But anyway, I bought these. I've already used this one. The blending tool holder is just exactly the same. But the felt or whatever it is probably, it feels totally different. So I'm not sure if it's as good as this, but let's just try it out. And if it doesn't really work that well, I still have the tool, but I'm just gonna buy the Tim Holtz thingies like these, because I didn't wait to try them out. No, I bought this, €4 for the whole set, but I'm not sure. Let's just try it out, because this feels really different. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my favorite color, Vintage Photo. You just put some on your blending tool, and if you don't want to have, I'm just gonna show you circles like this. You just start like this on your craft sheet and then go on your... These aren't that good, I can tell you right now. Oh my gosh, that's so totally different. Okay, the blending tool itself is very nice, but the sponge part, I'm gonna bring this back and get some real ones. Well, real ones. This is real as well, but this is not as good as the real thing. Look at it. Okay. Well, anyway, what I wanted to say, I still need to use it. I don't have anything else. So I'm just gonna try. It really doesn't work. Okay. Well, normally you just go from the craft sheet onto your paper, and you don't really get that circle that you get now. Because this just doesn't work that well. But okay, it's okay. It's still okay. I'm going to get another one, and I'm gonna go in with a bit of Rusty Hinge. Just like this. I really like this. So I don't need to come in from my blending, from my craft mat, because it just doesn't work at all. I can also use a bit of wild honey. I'm just gonna use the same one. That's a bit lighter. I always like adding a bit of yellow or a bit yellow-orange like wild honey. Look at it. It makes it so much better. So that's all I do. I just blend some colors, although it doesn't really blend because this isn't the really nice stuff. And then, I don't know what my Vintage Photo is. Wild honey, let's just close this one. This one is Vintage Photo. I want to use that one. Okay. Then I take a kitchen sponge, because this doesn't work. I go over it and I just sponge the edge, because you always, guys, sponge the edge. I mean, look at the difference. You can see it immediately. This part, well, you can't see it yet. Just a second. This part is sponged now, and I sponged the rest as well. This corner isn't sponged. It just pops a bit more. I didn't really show this very well, did I? I'm gonna show you with my next one. I'm gonna show you the difference when it's sponged and when it's not sponged. I always like it to be a bit darker. So I have this. So let me make another one so I can show you the sponge part. I can use this one. I mean, it's really ugly and weird anyway, so why not use this one? I can use a bit of different color in this one. see how ugly this is. But when I stamp over it, it'll probably get way better. So let's see. I'm gonna get a different color. I'm not sure if this is, I just picked a color. This is not gonna work, but who cares? I'm just gonna get this. I'm gonna use the orange sponge. So it's gonna get a bit, I wanted to say a bit green, but it's kind of nice. To be honest, this is a kind of nice effect. It's totally not what I want, but okay. It's not bad either. But I wanted to show you, so I'm gonna... It's a good thing I put the names on here. I'm still gonna use a bit of this, make it a little bit more orange, because that's a bit warmer. Okay. And of course, sponge the edge. Always sponge the edge. Now I made it a bit more green because I put orange over it, but it doesn't matter. Oh, I wanted to show you. I'm a bit chaotic today. So this is when you sponge it, and this is when you don't sponge it. You see the difference? This is warmer. So I always like to sponge the edges. I just love the way it looks. Makes it pop a bit more. Okay, so. And I also like to do the corners a bit extra. So let's do that with this one as well. So I'm not really very impressed with the quality of these Joy foam, these blending tools. The foam is just not that good, but the tool itself is really nice. So I might buy a lot of these tools and then buy the Tim Holtz blending parts. Okay. Dirty fingers already. So now I'm gonna put this all away. And I might just clean this a little bit. That's what I like about Distress ink. It's so easy to clean and so easy to do. It's just that your fingers get really dirty. But oh well. So now I need to stamp. I need a paper underneath, because otherwise I stamp on this thing, which I have already done quite a few times. What shall I stamp? I do have stamps like these. Now these are just a bit too small for an ATC, and that's a shame actually, because it would be amazing if I could just put it on and finished. That's actually what I want. But right. You know what, I'll just put this cutie on here and maybe this one on here. Or the other way around. Yes. So I can put this on an acrylic block, but this thing is already laminated, so I can use it like this. But of course, it would be handy to have some ink. I like using archival ink, and for these stamps I always love using Versafine. Although this Versafine might be a bit dried out. So let me try it first. On the paper. Yeah. Ooh, I'm glad I tried it first. So, but I did have another one, but oh well. So I'm gonna use Ranger Archival ink. I really love this ink as well, and it's really, really black. You know what? Sorry guys, I'm a bit chaotic today, but I'm just gonna... You can use this, but it's really hard to ink. So I'm just gonna put it on a block anyway. Because then you can hold the block down and ink it up. Now this needs to be really, 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 really well inked. Because I want to do it in one go. And I want it to be a bit black. So... Oh. Here we go. Now I do have a stamping tool, but I keep forgetting it. So that would have been better, because I don't think this will be really, really black. Yes, it is. It's black enough. Look at it. I mean, when you have stamps like this that are so amazing the way they are, you don't... I mean, this is already a bit of a collage. So I do have some edges left, so I can put some stuff on that, but I'm gonna do that later, because first I'm gonna do this cutie, which is even smaller. So let's ink this one up. Not sure if I've used this one before. I wouldn't know why, because she's really cute. So put it over here. Push really hard. I always say when I have workshops, you don't need to push through the table. But in this case I do a little bit because I want it to be really black. Oh, gorgeous. I like it. So, look at it. So now I just need a bit on the edge. So I do have, oh, this one is really nice. It has a key and it has a clock. You won't see the key. Let's just stamp it like this. I think I'm just making things difficult now. Okay. Ink it up really well. Okay, I have not used this either, so this one might be a bit lighter because there might be some residue from the fabric, the process of making the stamp, but I don't really mind. I want to try and put it over here. If it's not that dark, it's okay. Nice. Look at it. Pew. Awesome. So I'm gonna do this one again over here. Oh. Look at it. And then I want something over there, but I just need a little scribble, I think. I've got a little scribble somewhere. This is turning out to be one of my favorite stamps. I use it a lot lately. It's just a little scribble and it's just so nice. So I can put this, I don't know what's up and what's down, but it's not that important, over here. And again for the other one, over here. Look at it. Okay, so that's it for the ink and for the stamps. So I'm gonna clean this later on. Let's put it aside. Okay, I'll just clean my desk a bit. Get rid of this. So now I have this. Doesn't it look awesome? I just put a little bit of ink on it, and this one didn't even go that well, but it's okay, because when you stamp something like this over it, the background is always good. Very seldom do I have a background and I think, yeah. Sometimes when there's a really nasty spot right on her face, then it's not that nice. But look at it. This one really didn't go that well and it looks really nice. So now I can, actually this is finished, but you know me, I want a bit more. So I'm gonna do a little, a little dot. Because I know I have one little dot left of this one. And I think I want it, I don't think it needs a little dot. Yes, it does, of course it does. Do you think it needs a little dot? No, it doesn't, but I kind of like it. So let's see if I have a blue one as well. A bit turquoise. Do I have that? Purple, purple. I do have turquoise, but it's a really glittery one and I don't want a glittery one. So I don't think I have one. I do have these though. I love this. This is just a little square that you hardly see. I like doing this on ATCs. So this one, I'm gonna put it, nope, over here. Just a little square. It's just, I've got a little dot and a little square. It's just stupid, but I like it. So that's extra. You don't need to do this. Actually, this is just such a simple ATC. Now, of course, I need to get the background. So I think I'm gonna go for brown or maybe this. Oh, this is shiny. This is a bit too shiny. This is nice. I can get a, this is really nice when you have so much like this. I need to get more colors. I do have more, but it's so nice when you have loads of these. If you have a little tray with all kinds of different ones. This is nice. Look at that. And then this one on here. Okay. I can try other ones, brown, and I do have this one that I really like. This one. really nice, but I'm gonna put it on that one. So all I have to do now, I sometimes do this to get it because it might curl up a bit when you work on it, and then it just glues a bit better. I need glue. Okay, all I need to do now is glue this on the ATC. So this one was gonna go on here. So that's why I like it when this card is just a little bit smaller, because then you have a really nice background. And just like when you sponge the edge, this just gives it just a little bit more extra. I always love doing this. So this one. So guys, I really quickly made 2 ATCs. And I even made them a bit more elaborate than I wanted, because I put a little dot on it. Which is not necessary, but I just like it. So look how awesome this looks. I mean, doesn't that look amazing? If you have never stamped, you think, wow, how do you make something like that? Very simple. You just put 2 colors or 3 colors with, just put it on the ATC, stamp over it with black, and make a little collage. And even better when you have those pre-collaged stamps, you just put it on there and that's it. Very simple. So now I know I was at 228. Still haven't bought a little thingy for this. So the date today, like I said, I'm pre-filming this, is the 15th of January 2020. The title, well, A Lovely Lady. Okay, and it was number 1829. So I don't put 1 of 3 on here, because this is a single one. I mean, I made them together, but they are completely different. So this one is just number 1829. And this one is going to be, ooh, number 1830. So I also made this on the 15th of the 1st, 2020. And the title is... What do you get? Sometimes I find the title the hardest of all. You don't really have to give it a title, but it's kind of nice. So, oh well, cute girl. I wanted to say something like time's running out, but that's a bit sad. So I'm just gonna call it cute girl. All you do now is hope that your battery still works. My battery, because it's flashing. So I hope I can film till the end of this video. You just glue it on. And then it's finished. So that was easy. I made very simple ATCs. These are the simplest to make. Just a little bit of color on the background. It doesn't really matter how you do it. And a black stamp. That's it. So it's best to use archival ink, so then when it gets wet, if it gets wet, you never know, it won't run. It'll stay okay. So that was it for this video. I made these ATCs in, I think, maybe 15 minutes or so, and I have really dirty hands by now, but oh well. I would love a really dirty thumbs up. I would love a thumbs up if you like this video, and you know I would like it if you subscribe, and please hit that notification bell and let me know what you think. Are you already making ATCs? Have you been making ATCs for years, or did I inspire you to start making ATCs? Because look at it. It looks so awesome and it is so simple. And like I said, you can trade them if you want to, but you can also keep them for yourself. Put them in one of those pocket sleeves with 9 pockets in it, and it's awesome. It's just amazing. So that's it for today. All that's left to say is groetjes from Holland. Greetings from Holland. Bye. Simple, right?